sort of got him through tonight, I think. Yeah, I'm really happy with the result, the way I boxed, and it's just a start, really, just a start. Now training with Shane, I feel I've got a trainer who will bring out the very best in me, and I'm ready for anyone now. I knew I was already, but kind of says it's a step up tonight. We've made that step.
Is that your best ever win, or just
I don't know. I watch it back. You know, Martin's he's a good fighter. I've probably been in box, better fighters on paper, but you know, I felt I boxed really well tonight. So I want to go back and critique it. There'll be plenty of things that I'm not going to certainly improve on, but it was nice.
Did he ever hurt you?
No, I don't think he hurt me at all. I mean, it was hot in the arena tonight. It was a physically demanding fight. I think a lot of punches must have been thrown. A lot of big punches were landed. I thought the cut was from a clash of heads, but the referee ruled it a punch. So I'd like to watch that back. You'd assume what Murray's game plan would be to try and land body shots in the first half of the fight, to tire me out, and then take over the second half. I think he did land some body shots, but he shipped a few headshots himself. In the early rounds, probably took a lot of energy out of the tank for him, and
there's still a lot of things to work on, but in terms of the performance, pacing the fight, Murray was absolutely exhausted after 6 rounds, and George says, his plan was to slow him down with body shots. The thing is, George sunk in some great body shots of his own, and Murray just didn't have the gears tonight. He was exhausted early, and I think George had gone a handful of times, but what an extremely tough man Murray is, and I was really impressed with George's performance tonight. I think it was, I didn't see the Joshua fight, but I think it was definitely the fight of the night, and it was a great fight for the card. So very proud of George.
What happened there in the 12th round, George, when you had him going on the ropes and you seemed to fall over your feet into the ring? What was going on?
His hand was tangled and yours was tangled as well. It was quite a...
Yeah, I know. I need to again have a look back. I remember one bit where sort of had him buzzed, and his legs were gone, and I was out of punching range, and just deciding whether I wanted to step into punching range and let him go. And then some flashbacks to some dodgy decisions that I've had in the past, and I thought, I better get him out of here. So I probably stepped a bit too quick, and the canvas wasn't ideal tonight. I felt like you stepped and it was loose, so you went with the canvas. Probably didn't suit Murray to start because he wanted to start on the back foot. Took that away from him straight away, so cut the ring off really well. I always find the home for my jab, for my long shots, and as the fight progresses, as your opponent slows, they become real telling punches. So that's mixing the hard shots and the sort of the feeler shots and getting range in is something that we work with Shane, and he's paying dividends now. So I felt when Murray was committing, he was giving away opportunities for me to land bigger shots, and as the fight grew on, it was just about picking those shots. And
that might be it.
Conspiracy.
Well, I was our last fight. I think, we did that with Crampton versus Kike Martinez because of the rain and stripped the canvas. He said it was a bit dodgy as well.
What's the situation with the WBA? Obviously, that was an eliminator. Was it the final eliminator? So what's the situation?
Well, we had the convention in China this week, and our managing director, Chris Meyer, was over there, met with Mendoza, which was a confirmation that this would be for the number 2 position. It's billed as an eliminator. on the basis that we still don't know what the situation is with Mr. Felix Storm and shooting off. So when that decision's made, hopefully, I mean, I'm not quite sure what the hold-up there is, but when that decision's made, we're the one, who's going to fight the champion, the super champion.
Doesn't the Italian
There is a resolution which goes back, well, I could sit here for 2 hours and explain it to you, Ron. Let's have a chat on the phone about it, because it's a very complex situation. We actually have it goes back to the Fighting Butts shooting off, where we had a signed contract. We took it to a court in New York, and we should have a legal claim on shooting off. And it's a very dirty, messy. It's not great for boxing, but what I'm hoping is that George can fight Storm shooting off now, and then the winners of Zoiga, Icarolis in Berlin on July 16th will fight each other, whether that's at the end of the year or next year.
I'd crave a big fight now, to be honest. A major belt would be perfect. Not going to get hung up on anything. We'll see what materialises. Tonight might be fight of the year candidate from what I've heard back. I'm in entertaining fights. Me and Maurice took the risk and guaranteed value for money before you booked tonight, which we wasn't sure whether we would get elsewhere. Sure, both of us, but I'm only concerned about myself. That should be recognised, and because of that, I think I'll have the opportunity to have big fights, because I'm the bums on seats. You know what I mean? Murray had great support there tonight. You could hear it. But there was a lot of boxing fans in there, and I'm sure I'll one of the few people by the end. World title by the end of the year would be ideal. We'll see what comes about. But whoever I fight, it usually means this is a big fight. So I'm viable for most opponents.
I mean, look, you don't look at it. I mean, I'm obviously very biased looking at my purple lenses, but George is whether you like George or not, it doesn't really matter. He's a top 5 super middleweight, full stop. Right? So look at the top 5 super middleweight. The situation at the BA is, I think there's been a lot of decisions over the last months and years, and I think Mendoza's now doing a very good job in trying to bring the divisions together. If you look at the resolutions, and I think George is significantly part of that. I think Mendoza recognises the WBA definitely recognises George, as one of the outstanding fighters in the division, and or else they wouldn't have made this fight. They didn't do it on the basis of Martin Murray. They did it on the basis of George Groves.
Yeah, I mean, I have to watch it back, to be honest, but I don't remember getting buzzed with anything. Murray's not the biggest puncher on paper, but he's a strong lad, physically strong. It's always the same thing for me, stamina, endurance. I had a hard 12 rounds. Sure, I was tired at the end, and so was Martin Murray.
So do you think those questions will always be there regardless?
Yeah, and hopefully they are, because if people are going to bank on them, opponents are going to work a game plan or whatever around the fact that they're going to get tired.
Martin Murray's also the first person I've ever seen to wobble after 8 round. I've never seen it. I mean, he had a flash knockdown against Terrell, but it was a flash knockdown. But Murray, I think 8th, 9th round, he really wobbled 8 round. I've never seen 8 round wobble, and all his 20 whatever world title fights, 8 rounds never wobbled. So Murray at that weight, funny enough, he certainly can bang a bit. Whether he noticed it or not, but so I think I just think that George boxed a complete fight tonight. He boxed a complete fight, whether it was the jab, whether it was the left hook which you're throwing more than ever, head movement, range. I think from top to bottom, I think it was outstanding. Full credit was to Shane again.
We could hear David shouting instructions at you. Could you hear that? Did it make a big difference?
I did hear David. I couldn't work out what he was saying. I thought he was sitting on his own at that stage. I thought, hey, hey, yeah. That was very much. I'll have a few time out. Yeah, we have some family plans to do, and baby on the way, which is nice. So I'm sure that's when the work begins. And
We'll be looking forward to training.
Yes. But obviously, certainly 1, possibly 2, 3, 4, maybe years out. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Hopefully, it's something nice and big and juicy we can do stuff into before Christmas. Would be perfect. But yeah.
One big one.
Yeah.
Probably one big one.
Lovely. Thanks,
Nice.
guys.